Good morning. Good morning, everybody. I hope you guys are having an awesome and wonderful day. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today is another Saturday with another live Q&A. Today we're going to talk about a very important subject. It's about how to prepare for Q4 or the holiday season. And also because things got very complicated with shipping limit, a lot of things are happening like the election. There's a lot of things going on with the surge of cases. There's a lot of things that we need to consider now, and this year is completely different. Especially this Q4 is going to be completely different than any other Q4 that we ever had, and we need to really think about it. We need to think about it a little bit seriously. We need to think about it intelligently because we don't want to miss out on the Q4 and all the increase in sales. And I'm going to give you a lot of good things that you need to consider today, or what I think is going to happen. At the same time, I'm going to give you an actionable steps that you can take to be able to help you to manage those issues. And at the same time, you'll be able to deliver your products and making sure that you sell as much as you can in Q4 and take advantage of the increase in sales. But things are getting complicated because of fulfillment center, UPS, USPS. We're talking about a lot of you need to use 3PL and all the stuff that you need to think about, especially for those who are launching a new ASIN, people who have an older ASIN, or people having a very bad IPI, and all the stuff that really, I get a lot of questions about them in the Facebook group, in our course, in our private masterminds. A lot of things I get questions. So you know what? I was like, let me come out here since I didn't show up last week, and I'm sorry about that. I was very, very busy. It's just I was trying to figure out things at the same time. I have, as you guys know, we have launched a course and really requires a lot of time and effort to make sure that makes it happen. If you're interested, please go ahead and check it out. At the same time, thank you again for being here. I really appreciate it. And I hope you guys are really ready for today. And I hope you can take the action or the steps necessary to make you a better seller this year. So let's go ahead and see who we have here. And at the same time, we're going, please leave your questions. And at the end of my blah, 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 I'll be able to answer all your questions and will be really, really awesome. We have here, Nancy says, good morning, Sad. We have Dux, we have Monica, we have Servan, we have Mavro, we have Eva. All of them are here, guys. And I know last week wasn't able to make it, but I just don't have YouTube. I have my own business. I really requires a lot of work. It requires, especially now doing with Q4, is basically the budget is being doubled because you need to really prepare for Q4. You need to make sure you order more, and it's just really complicated. And a lot of thinking had to go through it. So I really needed to take some time off and see what's going on. I'm going to take one day off, but that's it. But you know what? Let's get to it right away. And let's talk about the things that to consider, or what are the Q4 complications, and what and how to prepare for them now. And I think you should do it now. And I really think now. It's not like I'm saying it now just for to get a lot of subscribers and a lot of likes, which is you already did, I believe. So please like and consider subscribing if you like it. We are at 968 subscribers. We're away only with 32 subscribers to make 1,000. So please make it happen. It's only 32. We have been on that for almost a year and a half. And I'm very, very proud of all the raving fan that I have, and all the people who are really following us and appreciate what we do. So appreciate it. Thank you so much in advance. And I hope you find a lot of value here. So let's talk about right away about Q4 and what the things you need to consider. Guys, the thing is going to happen. Number one is USPS. Now, USPS is, it counts for 50% of all deliveries of every package that you see. So all the packages that we see on Amazon, most of them, 50% of them are fulfilled by USPS, and the rest are being fulfilled by Amazon shipping or Amazon deliveries, and also at the same time by FedEx or UPS. These are 50%. So that's why one of the main things that Amazon was working on in the past few years is making sure they are strengthening the infrastructure of deliveries and making sure they're becoming independent and not dependent on other services. But that takes a lot of time, and COVID, when happens, it really accelerated a lot of things and made people really think about things differently, and really was like slap in the face with all this surge of sales, a lot of demand, and it just got crippled. And everything we see, especially in March and April, it really get tightened up. Now, why I think USPS might have issues, especially because of the election that's coming up on November 3rd, and at the same time, we need is a political stunt or issues with election. USPS, voting by mail, not voting by mail. I'm not here to be political about each party. For me, I really don't care about each party. All what I care is about I listen to both of them and I can make my own decision. I don't think I'm Republican. I'm not Democratic Party. I am just I think capitalist, and that's it. I just like a few things from here, a few things from here, and I'm good to go. So USPS, if Q4 and the election happening November 3rd, that means it's going to hit Q4. And if there's going to be a lot of tension between the two parties, I think maybe USPS is going to be under a lot of pressure. It might close for a bit or might just dedicate itself for a few days only for USPS voting mail. And it might really hurt us. So if it really goes bananas, it might shut it down for a bit, and you would be it will affect us as e-commerce. Now, this only speculation. I'm not telling you the end of the world. You go ahead now and you hide under your bed and you're scared and all this stuff. I'm not telling you to do that. We're doing it right now to tell you what could happen. It's not gonna, it might happen, might not, but at the same time, I'm going to give you the solutions that you can really help you. Number two, we have UPS, FedEx, and Amazon. If USPS is going to be really, having issues with delivery, it might get squeezed with a lot of huge volume. So the delivery time is going to be pushed back. Instead of taking 2 days or 3 days to ship product, it might take a week or 2 weeks now because of all that volume. And also, don't forget, we have a retail side of it, which is going to be, if the surge is going to happen and we're going to have increasing cases and there's no vaccine, there's no specific treatment that really reduces death by a lot, we're going to see a lot of them are not going to be open. And at the same time, will be a lot of demand on e-commerce. So the demand is going to be huge regardless. Is the only that how long it's going to take to deliver things. The number three, the third thing that you need to really pay attention to and just need to consider, Amazon Fulfillment Center. Now, Amazon Fulfillment Center, as we all know, is taking longer time to process our orders and also to process our shipments. So every time you see your shipment coming in, it's taking 2 weeks. I got a shipment just last week, and it will be available on September 12th, and that's taken almost 2 weeks. So expect that to happen, because don't forget, in the fulfillment center itself is going to have a lot of social distancing between employees, and also is going to be a lot of preventative procedures or measures in place to make sure nobody gets sick. So you need to pay attention to that. And also, God forbid, if there will be any breakout in any of the fulfillment center, that might hurt us and might take longer for deliveries. It's going to take longer to process orders. It's going to take longer to process your shipments. So you need to pay attention to that, and you need to be prepared for it. So I'm going to tell you how to be prepared for it, and just keep that in mind. I'm not telling you as, oh my God, breakout in one of the fulfillment center and they're shutting down everything. No, even if it's going to shut down maybe for a day, get themselves together and they get back to normal. But it's going to affect us a bit. Number four is going to be, I believe, the deadline for buyers for Christmas. So every buyer or every customer who's going to come in to place an order for Q4 or to place an order for Christmas Day is going to be really pushed back by a lot. And I think the deadline will be the first week of Christmas, or the first week of Christmas. Christmas now became a month. Is the first week of December. So that means is actually if the first week of December, that means let's say the 7th of December, you have from the 7th until the 24th, you have almost 2 weeks of a time or period that nobody can purchase from you because they know Amazon is not going to be able to fulfill those orders on time, and you need to find another way to fulfill orders from the first week of December until the 24th to make sure you're taking care of all those orders that's coming in between, especially the rush orders. A lot of people are going to panic. A lot of people are not going to go to the malls, and it's going to be a lot of huge volume. And I think Amazon is going to say, hey, I'm going to limit how much I can. I'm going to limit the time where people are going to place an order and guaranteeing the delivery time for them. Because every regular season, usually in the 23rd, 22nd is the deadline. And I'm going to say, hey, if you place an order by 22nd, 23rd, you'll be able to get the product right away, guaranteed for the 24th. But now I think the time is going to be changed because of delivery time and all this stuff is going to affect it. So you need to pay attention to that, because what are you going to do? You're going to get your product in. If you are really late and you get your product on the mid of November, you get the product there, you're screwed. You're screwed. You're 100 times screwed, because you will have all your products in there and you cannot fulfill anything yourself. So you need to consider some kind of FBM, which is we're going to talk about. Also, the shipping plan limits. I know we get a comment in YouTube if someone asking me about the shipping limit, if it's there to stay. I really believe the shipping plan is going to stay. I don't think it's going to change. The only thing is going to change that you, when you launch your product, which is now I have like 3 products are coming in by September 10th is going to hit Amazon fulfillment, and I have a lot of units coming in after it, and there are new ASINs. What I'm going to do is increase my sales velocity to make sure I can increase my shipping plan limit, but I'm not depending all of it on FBA, which is something I will talk to you about in a bit. Number 6, you need to make sure that you need to understand that Walmart and Target and every other retail store is going to close for Thanksgiving, Boxing Day, and Black Friday because due of social distancing. They don't want people to get in, and they're going to close the stores. If that means closing the stores, that means a lot of sales for you. So you need to prepare for it. You might need to order more units, and that's things you need to really pay attention to. There's a lot of many pieces and parts of the puzzle that we need to put together, and we need to think differently. Before it was just easy. Get the product from China, send it to Amazon, we're good to go. But now there's the formula itself has been expanded, and there's multiple things we need to think about. Number 7 is shipping from China is going to be very expensive. Shipping from China now already for a 40-foot container is from before it used to be $5,500, now it's $7,100. So it's already been an increase of $1,600, which is significant considering that we used to pay only $5,500. So now imagine now we're paying $7,100. What's going to happen about Q4 when the demand is huge? It's going to be very hard to get a lot of things in, which means the prices, it might go up. Now, I don't know. I'm not reading the future, but it might come up to 8,000, maybe 8,500, which is almost the double of what it used to be. So that's you need to factor into your cost of good and the cost of your product, and how much that's going to affect your profit margin. And that's where you need to adjust your pricing very well, because at the old price, you're not going to be able to make money, and you need to maximize your profit. Don't forget, you're in an active market, and a lot of sellers are going to raise the price naturally because all of you are on the same boat. Cargo boats, container. But anyways, you see the gist of it. So you need to think about that. Do not expect. I get a lot of clients of mine. They come in and say, "Hey, the shipping is more expensive now. My product is $2 more. What can I do?" Just raise the price. There's not much you can do. Everyone's gonna follow. Is going to follow. Even the price is going to go higher for products, and inflation is going to hit. And we see the inflation is really hitting a little bit, and the price is going higher because of shipping going higher. The cost of product is going higher. There's a lot of things going higher. So you need to adjust and do not have the same calculation as 3 months ago. Has to be adjusted. There's one good news, which is number 8, which is we don't know. And this is the thing that, we are in and we don't know what's going on. Amazon already announced that they're There are in negotiation to buy some malls and converting those malls into fulfillment center or distribution center to be able to fulfill orders. So if that happens, we'll able to help us with fulfillment with distribution center, but I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon because to build the infrastructure fulfillment center is really, really hard. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of money to build them. It's not only about a building, it's about the logistics, about the robots, about everything that's inside. So these are a lot of things that you need to consider yourself, especially if you're ordering a new product or you are reordering for existing product, because you need to think about them. Now, let's talk about solutions. I'm going to talk about solutions, and they will fit everywhere. I believe you need to start using a 3PL or third-party logistics center that's going to store your products, your extra units, in their warehouse. So it's going to cost you from $35 to $55 per pallet per month. So that's a solution, especially if you have a limit and you're not able to send all the units in. So you just send what you can, and the rest leave them at the warehousing at a 3PL to make sure that once your shipping plan limit increases, you can ship products in. And at the same time, if you want to do any FBM orders, you can do it, because the second thing you need, the second solution, or one of the solutions that you need to consider is use 3PL to fulfill your FBM order. So now you need to have two fulfillment methods. You have the FBA and the FBM. So you need to hijack your own listing and become an FBM underneath it, which is very easy. So you have an FBA. Once the FBA sells out and you run out of it, the FBM will kick in by the time that the next units are coming into Amazon from your 3PL to Amazon. So FBM in until the FBA comes in and becomes back and forth. FBA, FBM, FBM, FBA. It's a lot to handle now, but that's the things that you need to consider. So I'm doing that already. I'm doing an FBA and FBM, and I'm making sure that I get my stuff there and make sure I utilize FBM really greatly. Now, when you use a tip, when you use a 3PL, make sure that the 3PL that you're dealing with has fulfillment centers in the West, in the East, and in the center. It's just very important to make sure that you deliver to every client in a very timely manner. Number 3, order extra units to accommodate for high demand. Now the game, I've been like yesterday and before yesterday, 3 days ago now, it's been 3 days. I'm doing my calculation for every product, especially the new ones. They're going to hit, even I was from July, I was working on the product, is going to hit Amazon late on September 10th or something like that. It's going to hit September 10th. It's going to take 2 weeks for, now you need to add in also the two weeks for processing your shipment. That means it's bringing your manufacturing lead time, because we teach that. Okay, just for those who doesn't know, if you want to calculate your ordering or reordering for a specific product, you need to factor in your manufacturing lead time. You need to factor in your shipping time, plus your 2 weeks of processing, plus all that times how many units you're selling per day. So if I'm selling 10 units per day, and I'm selling 300 units per month, that means 10 units a day. Now, I have 30 days for shipping, 30 days for manufacturer lead time, plus 2 weeks, which is the 14 days for processing the product, processing the shipment in from Amazon. That's going to bring me to 74 days. So 10 units times 74, that's going to give you 740 units minimum you need to order before you reorder. So we always say, if you have 740, multiply by 2 or 3, that's the amount of units that you really need in your inventory. So that's one of the things that's going to be very tricky, because new ASINs, you're not going to have the time to test them, and you need to take a leap of faith and order more than what you need. And hopefully you need a big commitment without knowing exactly how many units you need. So for me, if I made my calculation 10 units, now I'm doing at 30 or 25, which is really a lot of money. Like, I was just looking at it, was the next order. I already had an order for $22,000. Now there's another order, which is, if I want to make sure I get my Q4 correctly, is going to be around $35,000. And that's a lot of money to put into a new product that you don't know, or you don't know what to anticipate. Even if I'm good at it, at launching, marketing, add differentiation and everything, it still is a big commitment to be able to put almost $50,000 or $55,000 in a new product just to make sure that you fulfill the Q4. So that's something I'm still thinking about. It's a lot of money, but we'll see what happens. If you have an existing product, it's very easy. Make sure that you just double up or triple up the amount. So if you're selling 10 units right now, you know in Q4, especially if it's in a good season, in a good category, I believe you will be able to order a little bit more. You know exactly what to expect. See your last year, Christmas last year, how many units you were selling, and just try to do the same thing now or even more, because the high demand is going to be really, really huge. For new ASIN, as I said, is going to be hard. You need to order without knowing the data or proven data. So it's going to be a lot of commitment, and you need to think outside of the box. And it's a risk. It's a very big risk. Number 4, you need to make sure from now start removing slow selling items and keep FBA for the high selling items. Is very, very, very important because it's affecting your IPI, the Inventory Performance Index. So any product that's not selling very good, I think you should remove it or at least discount it and sell it as fast as possible. I'm not sure when is the next evaluation for IPI. I'm really not sure. But I think in next month or the month after. So you need to make sure from now you prepare to make sure that your IPI get increased above 500. So that's one of the things that you really need to pay attention because keep a space for the good FBA. Make sure your sales velocity is good. Make sure your IPI is good to make sure that you can ship in more units and you're not going to have any issues. The other thing, I think you should start thinking or consider expanding into other platforms and use multiple platforms to maximize your sales. So you might need to use eBay, use Joe Lister to connect your eBay with your Amazon seller, and any order that come from eBay will be fulfilled from Amazon itself, which is going to help you a lot. And also at the same time, I think you should expand into Walmart. I haven't yet, but that's the thing I really need to do, which is Walmart, because I think Walmart is going to be the next platform, e-commerce platform that's going to do very well. And I think you really need to pay attention to that very, 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 very much. Now, these are the things that I really think you need to do and need to consider very well. And I'm going to tell you just an example of how this thing is going to work out or how I'm thinking of doing it. Now, let's say I have 3,000 units. I'm launching 3 new products that outside in the toys, 1,000. I'm shipping directly. I shipped already 200 directly to Amazon. The other 800, I ship them from China right away to a 3PL where they can store them. Now, the 200 units that I shipped already, which is going to be received by September 10th, hopefully will be available to sell by mid of September. Hopefully, I'm just being very, very, trying to comfort myself, but hopefully we'll be there. Once that happens, I am going to increase my sales velocity on 3 of them. I'm going to run heavy PPC. I'm going to do a giveaway. I'm going to use websites to increase my sales, to make sure that I can increase my shipping plan limit. If I increase my shipping plan limits, that means the other 800, which is at the 3PL, they're going to be shipped in because I'm going to check my shipping plan limit and I'm going to make sure that I can ship as many units as possible as what I'm allowed to ship in. Once I ship that, I'm not going to ship the 800, all of them. I'm going to leave like maybe 100 each in the warehouse itself to do an FBM. So by that time, I'm having an FBA and FBM. Once the FBA turn off or FBA runs out, the FBM is going to kick in. It's going to be fulfilled by my 3PL, while the 3PL shipping some units for FBA. Once the FBA checks in, the FBM is going to drop and FBA is going to be up, and the FBA is the one who's going to make the sales. So I'm going to do that as much as possible. Now, the other thing when you're doing this, which is I mentioned before, you're going to need to order more units because you don't know if you're going to keep some for FBM and some for FBA. And that's, you need to have like, I don't know, 25%, 50% more than the usual order, just to make sure that you have some in FBM. Now, the other thing you need to consider, what I'm considering, which is I just mentioned to you, what I'm going to do after the first week of Christmas. Let's say maybe the 10th of Christmas is the last day that a buyer can place an order to be guaranteed for Q4. So what I'm going to do in that case, I am going to make sure I have like 500 units or whatever it is, the amount that I'm anticipating of sales is going to be on an FBM at the warehouse, at 3PL. So even if I have an FBA orders, even if I have an FBA unit, I'm going to have my FBM ready with some units available, not shipping everything to Amazon, extra units available, and I will be able to do my FBM. Now, some of you are going to ask, yeah, but you're going to do FBM. You just said USPS might have an issues. Yes, it might have an issues, but the election is going to happen November 3rd. So if any issue is going to happen, is going to affect this, is going to be on the before November, mid-November, let's say. Okay, so anything after that, hopefully will be fine. I'm just guessing, anticipating. I am not 100% sure, but I'm trying to calculate the worst case scenario. I always think about this way: what's the worst case scenario could happen, and how can I prepare for it? In everything, every decision I make, what's the worst case scenario? What's the worst case scenario? Am I able to live with it? Am I okay with it if I lose that much money? The same thing with the investment that I'm going to spend $50,000. Is it, if I lose the $50,000, what's going to happen to me? Am I going to be living in the street? Is my kids, I'm not going to able to eat? What is it? So I always have the worst case scenario. If I'm okay with the worst case scenario, then I'm okay with moving forward with the decision. Now, my decision about the 50,000 or about the ordering more, is it worth it for me to put it into new product, all of it, or expanding the supplement brand, or expanding or putting the money into other brands to make sure they're already existing and make it run? But inside of us, we have this, hey, it's very exciting, a new brand, a new thing. I really want to do it, and all this stuff coming up. So, but hey, something I need to do. And also, as you know, guys, I do also retail online arbitrage, and our sales for retail online arbitrage is doing well. We are almost at $20,000 a month right now, which is really phenomenal. So that's why I have a lot of options. And that's what I tell you. If you see a Lamborghini anywhere, or if you see yourself, having Ferraris, those people are just not putting their money on the right side. I think every entrepreneur or every person who's building a business is broke because every time they're going to find opportunities, and they're going to spend the money or their profit back into the business. And that's how it works. So I hope you find value into what the things you need to consider. I think you need to watch this video again. Think about everything. Have a piece of paper. Write everything that you need. Each brand. How many units you have ordered? How many units you need to anticipate? And your product needs to hit Amazon. The latest. I'm looking there just because I have a calendar. Okay. The latest, it needs to hit Amazon by the 24th of October, or the least 31st of October. Because 31st of October, they hit Amazon. Then it's going to take 2 weeks to process it. So you will be able to get in on the 14th or the 15th of November, which is going to give you 3 weeks or 4 weeks of sales for Christmas. So this is the least you can do. So please keep that. Go ahead and print something like that. Okay. I went and I just printed this from the internet. Okay. And I think this, I hope there's not more information here, but something like that. I did something like that. And I just wrote the date of when the product is being shipped, when it's going to be delivered. And okay, if it's delivered at this time, 2 weeks extra for my processing. This one's going to be available. Okay. I have 1,000 units. How I'm anticipating 1,000 units is going to last for how long? A month and a half. That means in a month and a half is going to be, let's say, November 14th. That means I need to have my product shipped by 1st of October. And you know how it is. You have to think about it. Do not let it go, because I promise you, once you see Q4 hits and you're sitting and you see the sales going high, and you're like, oh, I wish I ordered more. Now, for me, supplement, I don't see much increase, honestly, in Q4. Maybe a little bit, maybe not much significant. But for anything else with party, party, I don't know how it's going to go this year, but toys and all this stuff, that's why I'm starting a toy thing, just to make sure I get it. So just be prepared, guys. I hope that was helpful. I hope that was good. Please leave your questions and let's see what happens. At the same time, I want to show you the new thing that I have, Nike by You. That's my own design. I'm so happy. It's like IKEA commercial. You know why IKEA is very powerful? IKEA is powerful because it gives you a sense of accomplishment. Because when you go ahead and see your wife and you bought this a new desk that you need to assemble, and all of a sudden say, hey, honey, you see, I made this. I put it together, as if you're really the one who created the whole thing, but give you this sense of accomplishment, which is great, which is the same thing I'm doing with this shoes. So it's like unboxing for this shoes. Let me show you what it is, and you will be able to see what kind of madness I'm doing. So this is the shoes. Now you're going to look, you're like, oh my God, are you an idiot by getting the shoes? I actually designed this myself, the colors and everything, and I did it because of matching my car color. But at the same time, I did something cute, very cute. Let me show you the cuteness I did. Sorry about the sound. And why that's related to you, and I don't know why it's related to you. Let me close that. This is usually, this kind of products, it comes in when you go to Nike store. You'll be able to create your own design, color, and everything. And at the same time, what's in there? Amazon FBA Giants, baby. Custom. And that's why I say Nike by You, because I've done this for Amazon FBA Giants. So it matches my car, which is green. And also, I don't know why I'm matching my shoes with my car. Just a loser move. But hey, I was sitting there doing nothing. And I was like, hey, oh yeah, let's match my car. I'm so idiot. But anyways, when you have nothing to do in your life, that's what happens. You become stupid and start selling something like that. And I put Amazon FBA Giants to make sure I can relate. So now that's been said, and you see how idiot and foolish I am with my money. Now I'm going to leave it here. And for you guys to every time see it, you'll see how stupid I am. How stupid. So this is one of the things that I have done, guys. And yes. Okay, so now I'm going to take the questions, and let's go ahead and see what life throw at us. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you really like that. And please, if you like it, give us a like. Share this video with someone else who might subscribe, because I really think we're only far away with 32, and I really hope we do well. I hope we do well. I really hope. We just need to reach 1,000. That's it. I don't know. It's like kind of accomplishment in life that say, hey, I reached 1,000 people, follow me. But hey, I don't know. But hey, I just hope the guys who are here, I'm really grateful for you. I hope you really guys enjoyed the content. I promise you, all the content I'm giving you, it's really cool. And I hope you guys really take action for it. And I'm not here just BSing you and telling you about how beautiful you are, how amazing. There's only one beautiful person in this world, is me. And that's it. So let's see. USPS raised their rates temporarily for Q4. Yes, we actually just got from Pirate Ship, we just got an email telling us that the rates are going to be higher, which is almost happens in Q4. The prices goes higher, and also your storage fee is going to go higher almost 4 times. So you need to pay attention to that. From now, as I said, make sure you build a relationship with a 3PL, because it's going to help you a lot. And you're not thinking about it right now because you're sitting and life is great, but when it hits, you don't know what you're doing. If you're doing any toys, I'm like in the toy brand, I need to start doing FBA fulfillment to make sure I qualify for Q4 toys and games selling. So pay attention to that as well if you're selling anything in toys. And I'm telling you, it's going to be crazy. Retail and arbitrage, guys, you need to really work on it. Really work on it. Good morning, Habibi. How you doing, brother? I hope you're doing well, man. Thank you so much for being here. And I appreciate you guys listening to my shenanigans. Monica R says, basically, we duplicate our listing in order to be able to switch between FBA and FBM. Any 3PL to recommend. Thank you. All right, good. Yes, you're going to have your FBM. You're going to go to add a product, take your ASIN, put it there, and you're going to make it as a FBM listing. So you're going to have your FBA and FBM there. Now, make sure when you do your FBM has to be a higher price than your FBA. So if your FBA is $30, I will put my FBM at $40 to make sure I encourage people to buy from my FBA instead of my FBM. So once I do that, I'm going to get the orders in FBA. It's not going to get affected. But once my FBA units depleted or they are low or run out of stock, my FBM is going to kick in, but I will adjust the price back to $30 to make sure I get some sales. Now, what's nice about this when you do FBM, if you have a 3PL, they'll be able to look at your products. They'll be able to look at your account. They will have access to it. You can give them permission, and every product comes in, every order comes in, they will be able to fulfill it on your behalf very quickly. And they will be able to adjust your shipping template, how long it's going to take for each city or each state. So if you have someone in California, it might take 3 days. If someone in New York, maybe 2 days. I mean, I'm just saying numbers. Okay, I'm not telling you this how long it's gonna take, but that's what it is. So they'll be able to have access and do it. So you need to build a relationship from now, because I'm telling you, the last minute procrastinators, they are going to wait until Christmas happens or November and like, oh my God, I need a VPN. So pay attention to that. Lasad, you're so funny. Thank you so much. Hey, I bring the jokes at the same time, the knowledge, baby. You know, I mean, I don't mean baby, or you know what I mean. I'm not calling you baby, but you know what I mean. Everyone, baby. I'm not here trying to, baby anybody, but you know what I mean. Anyways, I put myself in trouble more than anything. So anyways, I said, thank you so much, Orly. I appreciate it. Say nice. Leonard say, ha, ha, ha. Bravo, good vibes. Yes, good vibes. As I told you, the things that never changes in size. If I wear shirts, it has to be changed every month to bigger size. And also, anyways, that's for stock. Actually, I sold 5 pairs of my shoes on StockX, and I really was impressed. By weekend, I was able to sell them. They were almost $1,500, which is really good. I really need to check it out if you have extra shoes. Hey, so it doesn't matter what the expect pickup date is that we create our shipping plan for SBD with an Amazon partner. No, it doesn't matter. I know it always comes up. I just put any date and that's it. All what matters is when the product is going to arrive, which is going to be determined when the product hits, or you'll be able to track it when it hits the warehouse of Unicargo or warehouse of your freight forwarder. That's the only thing you're going to be able to track. But no, it doesn't matter. We have put any date there and we're good. But let me tell you something. Actually, I forgot to tell you, for those who didn't stick until the end, because you guys are too good for me and you're better than me, I guess. So that's why I didn't stay until the end. I don't know why is that. But we got an email yesterday. Is actually about they canceled. We used to have a trick creating multiple shipping plans to make sure that instead of 200, we make it 1,000. Yesterday, I got an email and I posted in the Facebook group, is basically telling us, hey, we have canceled your shipping plans because they exceed the ASIN limit for that specific thing. So it's not working anymore, guys. If you're using SellerWise, if you're using any other software to increase your limit, it's going to be canceled and the products will be stranded at the front of Amazon Fulfillment Center, whatever it is. So pay attention to that. It's not going to work anymore. There's no more shenanigans. There's no more tricks and trips. There's nothing. Amazon's checking everything from the back end to make sure it's not going through and you're not exceeding your shipping plan limit. Sorry about that, but that's the news. Shame on you, the people who left. Shame on you. My product is going live next month. What things should I be doing apart from PPC and fixing my listing copy and images to prepare for the launch? Very good question. Just because PPC, listing, images, videography, if you got any videos, make a list of people that can review your product. So if you have some people, I know people say, oh my God, this black hat, this gray hat, I don't know what to do. I don't care about whatever you say, but I'm just telling you, need at least 3-5 people that you know that can buy the product a little bit far, just to leave your initial reviews right away. Because if you get one of your competitors and he goes and leave you a bad review from the get-go, it's very hard to replace. It's going to hit your momentum. It's going to kill your momentum. It's going to be very hard to get in. Look, it's very easy for people who are sitting back and they just teach you the theory and they tell you, no, come naturally, baby. Naturally. Make it naturally and you're going to make $40,000 a month. No, their money is not on the line. Your money is on the line. So get few people to review your product. Friends of a friend, get them in, get 5 reviews, at least, or 3-5 reviews. Use the early review program and to make sure you're prepared. That's all we need to do. And the all work is going to happen after, all this, a lot of work, PPC, fixing my listing, images, videography, and all this stuff. Make sure after that, you basically optimizing, because the first week or two is going to be very expensive. And PPC is your ACOS is going to be high. You need to inflate your sales. Also, I think now, if you're able to ship, if you have all your units in, you're good to go. If you don't have all your units in and only have 200, I think you need to set up your giveaway search find buy as well to make sure that you increase your sales per day to increase your shipping plan. That's another thing you need to do right now. Eva says, Sat, someone recommended Rank Bell, an easy rank service to improve ranking. As I understood, there's need to be some sort of setup sales center using Helium 10. Do you know if they're trustworthy? Okay. Now we're going to hit. I don't know what to say here. Okay. Now, can I be politically correct, or I should be the way I am? My friends, my sisters and my brothers, use your search find buy. Forget Rank Bell, easy to rank. Use search find buy. At least you have your own clients. You can have your own email list. You have your own templates, and you'll be good to go. Now, if you want to use Rank Bell because you want to get few reviews, you want to get some few sales, 1, 2, 3, and then all of a sudden you want to get a few reviews, yes, no problem. But nothing more than that. I think it's expensive. And I don't think there's much of benefit for you. Now, everything that Rank Bell does, I have nothing against her. I have nothing against the service. But I think you can replicate yourself very easily. And I'm going to leave it at that because I'm going to start hurting other people's feelings. And if you want to do it, go ahead and spend your money. The problem is everyone comes up with a service and they're just being backed by a different, by a software or someone who's really high up there, who's well known in the industry. And all of a sudden, everyone just believes it just being backed by that person. So I don't know, man. I don't think it is. I think you should be able to do your own search find buy. I get a few friends. Stick to the basics. I teach in my class. And if you're interested in my class, any one of you here, guys, go ahead and check out my class. It's really, really awesome course. It's only $5.99. You'll be able to get really a lot of information. A lot of people here who have my course, they see what kind of information we're giving. It's going to bring you to peace of mind. No crap, no this noise. Everyone has something, intentions of selling you something because of their own agenda. I don't know, man. Listen, stick to the basic, do search find buy, and you'll be able to rank it very easy with PPC. And I'm telling you, my people in my class are going to have an edge. They're going to have an edge. But hey, it's up to you. Go ahead and use them if you want. But I think it's expensive. But anyways, I'm going to keep it there because I know I'm going to start hurting other people's feelings. But that's my opinion. Where do you source your product from and how do you do it? Where do you source my products from? From China. I talked about that yesterday. We're talking about sourcing in our course. It was Life Interactive course, as you guys know. And yesterday we talked about shipping sourcing. I think, listen, there's Vietnam, there is India, there is Thailand, there is all these countries out there. There's US, you can do everything you want. But I think you need to stick to your basics. Your basics works the best. You're competing in a market that really most of them are sourcing from China, which means the pricing is very, very hard. Now, if you go ahead and experiment with other countries, do it. You're going to see difficulty in communication. You're going to see shipping is going to be difficult. Logistics is going to be very hard for them to understand the FBA world, how it works. They have limited capability of what they can produce and what they cannot. So for me, I stick to my to China. Now, I know what's going on with China and the US and all the stuff. I know it's not good. I'm not here to tell you I am backing up China, but that's what the world is. This is where the products are coming from. And I source stuff from China. I tried India. China. India. I don't like it. It was too much hassle. They didn't know what they were doing. I just didn't feel comfortable. Are they going to come sooner or later? Thus, they will be able to catch up. Yes, but not now. I don't think the infrastructure is there strong enough. I really don't think so. So for me, India. China. And look, India now is hit the most. Why? Because I have the most cases. Everything is paralyzed, and was a big thing. Everyone, India. And then what happened, India? I don't see you anymore. I don't see anybody here coming out and saying some stuff about India and other countries. Was only when the tariff happens, everyone does big things. Big people comes up and saying, "Oh, look at me. I have better," until they ate it. So stick to the basics, guys. I'm telling you, too much noise there. Everyone's trying to find the new thing, the new way of sourcing, the new way of launching, the new way of this, and all of you sitting there, and you guys just dumbfounded. You don't know what's happening. I start sticking back to the basics. Man, I don't listen to this crap, and it's just like minor things. If you do this honeymoon period, you're gonna be great. If you change this, you're gonna be amazing. And all of a sudden, you're just worrying about those little stupidity, and you're not focusing on business or focusing on the basics. That's my opinion. But anyways, that's a little rant. Hello, when doing, Peter says, when doing an FBM listing, add product, then your ASIN, and does the SKU is the same, or we put a different number for the FBA? The SKU is going to be different, but the ASIN is going to be the same. So you're going to put the ASIN, and it's going to create a new SKU for you, because SKU is related to the buyer, to the seller. So I can have the same listing but multiple buyers. And each buyer is going to have his own SKU. So basically, you're hijacking your own product, but you're not hijacking, because you have the rights. You're the brand owner. You have the rights to sell this product, so you'll be fine. But that's how you do it. Very easy and very simple. And if you want Petrus, if you want to know how to do it, if you're my class, if you want it, how to do it, I can go through it, guys, with you and show you how to do it. I'll give you special treatment, guys. You know that I always got you. Megan says, even Rise confirmed that their shipment limit increased service is no longer working. Yeah, it's been dropped out from every website that I know. Gray hat, black hat websites, regular websites. It's all being done because Amazon start just checking everything. So screw it. Megan says, choose your words wisely. I did, honey. I did. More than this, I don't know. I mean, I kept it low. SAT course is great. I'm learning a lot. Thank you so much, Petrus. I really appreciate it. Yes, the course I think is great. I think I can put, look, if anybody takes the course, I'm telling you, you're going to find the best search, product research methods that are available out there, and the most out there. If you don't like the course, you will get your refund. I'm telling you, we have the best product research methods out there, and all of them I'm mentioning them. I'm going through it one by one, not like talk about it. Hey, you can go there and find the product. No, I'm going live. I'm showing you everything, how to do it and how to look into it. I really think you should go ahead and give it a try. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the best money that you ever spend on a course. I'm telling you. But anyways, it's up to you. But it is what it is. Thanks, Ad. You're welcome. For search fund buy, would Amazon Facebook ad Manychat be good? Yes, it's going to be only Manychat. You have an email sequence. You're going to run Facebook ads to it, and you're just going to collect your emails. At the same time, you're going to direct them how to buy the product and how to sell it. And that's it. Done. Very easy. Very simple. It's beautiful. Beautiful. I'm telling you, easy. Actually, we're starting in the last module, which is we're just finished module 3 yesterday. In the next modules, we are going to make sure I'm going to bring someone, an expert, to be able to explain everything to our students to make sure that they really know how to benefit from it. I'm telling you, I'm sharing everything that I know in this course. I mean, there's for sure other stuff in my head that I don't remember, but the most of it, I'm putting all there. Any question you have, I will answer it. And I think people should be happy. Yeah, not just product research, the best product validation. Yeah, product validation, I think we reduce the risk by a lot. I'm giving you 2 product validation process. One that I came up with, another one that I learned it from a friend of mine, and we made it better. I think it's really, really awesome. And it's going to be good. It's going to be good. If you do it, I'm telling you, it's going to be great. Best course indeed, and being interactive is the best format ever. Yes, thank you so much, Monica. I appreciate you guys. Guys, give me the love, baby. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. It really means a lot. And I swear to you, it's in my mind all the time to deliver the best I can. And I'm trying to be as honest, as transparent as possible. I'm giving you everything that I can because I really want you to succeed. At the end of the day, it is what it is. You need to succeed. You need to listen to the right person. Who's in your ear is very important. You don't want someone just telling you dreams. Yes, dream, but do not be stupid either. You do not just be foolish and believing everything. And that's the problem. There's a lot of people out there, they're just giving you dreams, and you don't know how to think about it. You be confused. I'm trying to give you the best information, and this is it. Course is great, sad, worth the money from the first module alone. I appreciate you guys. You're gonna make me cry. Thank you so much. I'm telling you, it wouldn't happen without the team I have behind me. I have solid team. Megan, Nancy, they are very, very good. They do a lot of things behind the scenes, and I'm very fortunate to have them. And without them, wouldn't happen. It's a collective effort between all of us to make sure that we're really doing well. And I know we have a lot to grow. We have a lot of things we need to grow, but we're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. It's gonna take time, and slow is gonna work. And actually, if we reach 1,000, which is 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to do a giveaway to give 1 free membership for free for the course for anybody who is gonna be random. You need to be subscribed, and I'm going to announce it next week. I'm going to have a landing page for you guys to opt in. And whoever wins at the end, I'm going to give them a free access to the course. And people who already have the course, I'm going to give them 1 hour session with me that they can discuss whatever they want with me, just to make sure that I take care of people who already bought the course as well, not only people who didn't. So, guys, appreciate you as usual. You are amazing. You are phenomenal. Keep going. Keep learning. Keep improving. Keep out strategizing people, and do not forget what we talked about today. Listen to this video again, learn everything that's out there, so for you to be able to prepare better than everyone else. I'm telling you, it's the time to act now, and that's the important things ever. Yes, Nancy. Yes, I'm gonna give 1 hour session for free. It's worth $250. I'm gonna give it for people who are subscribing or people who opt in for that specific landing page. I'm going to release next week, and it's going to be really awesome. So I just want to make sure I take care of the people who are in the course. If they opt in, I want to make sure also I give them 1 hour if they win. So they have the choice between the course or 1 hour with me to go through everything that they're going through. So guys, I appreciate you. Have yourself wonderful, wonderful weekend. Stay safe, spend time with the family, and do not sleep on it, and think about it this weekend about how you're going to prepare for Q4. I appreciate you. I love you. Stay Giants and stay big. Take care, everybody.